Hi, my name is Monika, and our son Enrique is a student of international schooling. We reside in Dominican Republic. Enrique is in the sixth grade right now. Well, I think he really does, and the reason why is because of the flexibility that he is not all the things that you mentioned. The early car ride. He had to be in school by 8 o'clock actually. Um, Obviously, presidential school, we don't have to talk about that. There's good and bad, but he loves being in online schooling for this reason, because it gives him flexibility. He doesn't have to really get up early in the morning. He can basically do his classes according to his preparedness. Let's say, okay, Mom, I didn't finish an assignment. I don't want to take the class yet. Let's schedule it for later this week, and so on. So it gives him flexibility. I also think what's wonderful that the classes are one-on-one. That he has to be active in a class because the focus is on him, which I, as a parent, or we as parents, we appreciate that, because if you in a big group, you can get lost in a shovel. So I think that's a big plus. And obviously it's not easy always, because you need to be more organized and disciplined. We have to always, write down your classes so you don't forget your sessions, so it teaches them actually to get organized. I think that's and be responsible for the course of their classes. So it has a lot of great advantages to learning. I would say there's three major groups. One is obviously the music. Then surfing. He loves to surf. He's been surfing since he's been 4 years old, and he just loves surfing and everything that's about the ocean. He doesn't eat anything from the ocean, no fish, no seafood, nothing. And another thing that he's passionate about is engineering. Since he's been little, he's been building railroad tracks and bridges and stuff. So he would fill up a whole room with his construction stuff. So those are the three major ones. And also he's also very concerned about the ecology, the way people behave, when they don't take care of the earth and their environment. So recycling and so on, that's also one of the areas. But yeah, engineering, surfing, music, that's what he says. It may change, obviously, because kids do change their interests sometimes. So let's see where life takes him and his education takes him. And obviously, by studying online, he has much more flexibility to do what he loves to do. So that's a big plus. Well, the experience that I've had is very good. I think they're tough when they need to be tough, and I do appreciate that. They recognize when something is well done, but they don't let him. How would I say it? They're clear when he's good, and they're clear when he's not. So they always make room or space to improve. They've been very helpful. My experience is that they've been very helpful, just giving an extra touch, a little extra time, or go out of their way in order for him, to get back on track when he gets off track. So I think that's wonderful, and we appreciate that. I don't think I can think of anything at the beginning. Obviously, it took us a little while to get adjusted to the new system, because it was completely new to us. But once you master that, there was a couple of times when we booked a session and something came up and we had to change the session if the system doesn't allow you to do so. But then you have the communication with the teacher. So most of the time, the teachers are very accommodating, and they're always trying to help and see what can be done. So I don't have really any negative experience at all. Well, I would absolutely recommend international schooling to other parents. that have the need for flexibility, if they need to travel, if they, whatever reason it might be, like for us, we had to travel to Europe in order to take care of a parent, my mother. So it would not be possible had he not been enrolled in online school, and not just any online school. What I like the most about the international schooling is the one-on-one session that I mentioned before. I'm not sure if any other school offers that. So I think that's a big plus, that the kids have a direct contact with the teacher, and whatever doubts they might have, they can solve it right on, during the class. I also like the group sessions. I think the group sessions are needed because kids need to share. So maybe the dynamic of the group session could be looked upon, to see what would be the best way so everybody gets to participate. Some kids are shy, some kids, don't feel comfortable. If they don't know anybody, maybe, I don't know if it's a way of making friends, if that is allowed, that the kids can start interacting a little bit more. So, but it was a wonderful idea to get them together as a group once a week. So I would definitely recommend the school. They need to be prepared that there's a lot of homework. There is a lot of homework, and the kids need to study a lot, read a lot. So that can be overwhelming. So I think the teachers are great by helping with ideas, how your child should get organized. You need to find a system that would work for you. So we've been struggling a little bit with that, I have to admit, but we're getting along. It's a learning process for the kids and for the parents. As a parent, I trust international schooling.